Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the farm. It is a brisk morning. It's a morning for moving and also improving, although most of the improving has already been done. If you guys remember, we came through and trimmed up all these trees in here so we can get through and mow this spot. We've called this spot the meadow ever since we've had access to it, and it is just a beautiful area. And it is moving day because we are taking all the sows and one gilt, Cheryl, and we are going to be moving them off of this spot. And as you can see, they can tell and know what's going on. How are you doing, Cheryl? Say hi to everybody. We'll see all the pigs here in just a minute, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna continue having them in this barn, but we are just gonna make a path down this line and out to that fence. I'll move this fence off of this old spot, and they are gonna have access to this entire pasture. Now, I debated whether I should move them into the woods for acorns right now or into the pasture. And after talking to Jamie, we decided let's go to the pasture because it's not that wet right now and they won't tear this up so bad. They can still graze. And once it starts to get wet, we will move them over here into the woods where there is plenty of acorns that they can get. We're gonna go around and check out everyone else that is in the woods, mostly because I enjoy going and seeing them and the job that they're doing for us. But before we do that, let's get all these mamas moved. I think they're ready. All right, we've got a couple rolls of the 630-12, and you guys know we like the 418-12 the best, but this is the 630. It's got the thicker posts. It works just fine, and I've got a bunch of it, so that is the reason we're gonna use it. We're gonna take it right down the inside. I'm just gonna leave this up for now to make my life easier, so I'm just gonna run a line all the way down right beside the path, and we're gonna give them that whole area out there. So they'll be able to stay in there for a month or so, and we'll just see how it goes. They may stay in there until they get ready to go back with some boars for spring litters. So let's get this fence up. We'll get them moved across, and we'll talk a little bit about our plans with these sows. All right, we have it set up. There are 400-foot fences that go all the way around, and then we've got woven wire fence along this edge. So this is a massive spot for these, what do we got, six pigs. We're gonna take this fence and we're just gonna make a path going right here so they can only get to their house and come down this path. We'll have this all blocked off to let that heal from the manure. But let's open this up and let these pigs come into this new spot. You can see they're all laying in the sun over there waiting. We're gonna block off their wallow. They're not gonna need that anymore this time of year. Let's get a few of these fences up so they can make their way around here. Oh, come on, pigs, come on. You guys gotta walk around the edge. I know that's a long way to go. Come on, Peggy, lead the way. You guys gonna be able to figure this out, or do I need to take another one up? Come on. Come on. Perfect. Thank you, Betty White. Cheryl's not sure about walking over the fence yet. Here comes Claire. Did you see Cheryl jump there? The younger pigs, this is probably, well, I think she's been in this pen pretty much most of the time. Cheryl, you gotta go around, or you can go over. Look, it didn't shock you. Let's get her a little push. There we go. Look at that. So I put the fence all the way to the edge of the path, mostly because there's a lot of acorns that have fallen along this edge. Oh, I just slipped on one. Did you see that, Betty? But they will clean up these acorns. Peggy's already going to town over here. Did you find some good stuff there, Peggy? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Perfect. That is a beautiful sight. I'm gonna get their path set up, and then we're gonna come down and check out what all these girls are doing. Delicious. All right, we've got their spot. They can get through their house. We've blocked off the rest with this fence. We've got a lane here. The only thing is, I'm just kidding. This fence is not on, which it doesn't really matter because if they get into here, they're not breaking out anywhere. We just want to keep them off this old manure and let that heal up. So we don't have a charge on that fence, which, like I said, it doesn't matter. But 95% of their time, I got in here and I mowed this really quick, knocked it down, and they have been along this edge tearing up these acorns. So we've got them some pasture. As it starts to get more wet, we can move them into the woods, and there is a boatload of acorns in the woods. But this is just, I love this part. Definitely the favorite part. It don't matter if we're moving chickens, moving pigs, moving meat birds, just getting them off of their manure, hey Connie, and onto fresh ground that they haven't been able to get to yet is just an amazing feeling. And what a beautiful day for it. The sun, the shade, the green grass, just a beautiful area. But plans for these guys, girls I should say, we are getting ready and prepping for spring litters. I know that's crazy, but it is time to start thinking about which females to put in with which boars, and we're not 100% decided on that, but they will probably stay in this area until that time. Probably sometime around December is when we'll start moving them in. And we've got Peggy and we've got Connie, and we might as well talk about you. I keep wanting to call her Joyce. I don't know why I keep forgetting. Cheryl. Obviously Cheryl's nowhere near ready. Normally we wait about 16 months till they're ready to go in. So she's just gonna be over here hanging out with whoever is in here. But we've got Betty White. And then we've got Big Joyce down here. Most of these pigs have had their nose in the ground ever since they've gotten in here. Here's Joyce. Hey Joyce. Hey, there you are. How are you doing? There's Joyce, and here is Claire. Now, we're starting to think we're gonna part ways with some more of these pigs, mostly because either their dad is on the farm or their sisters. Like there's Connie and Claire are sisters, so we're thinking about either selling or not sure what we're gonna do, but we're trying to get to the point where nobody is related, and that is the problem when you keep piglets from your litters. They're always related to someone, and now most of the time that doesn't matter. We've got enough boars, we can put them with different boars that their piglets will not be related. But then it gets to be kind of crazy when people come and they want pairs or breeding pairs or things like that. Well, you can get one from here, but you can't get one from here because that dad is the same dad. And so we're trying to take some of the confusion out of it. Jamie's done an amazing job, but it would be nice not to have to worry about all that. So we are thinking also maybe Betty White. Her dad is Ryder. So anything that Ryder has, we normally don't want to pair with Betty White's offspring. So we're just trying to take some of the confusion out of it. Now there are people that do line breeding and they do it very well. We just don't know a ton about that. So I'm not opposed to that by any means. I just want to research it a little bit more before we figured out who's breeding with who and all that kind of stuff. So it probably doesn't matter, but we've got a pretty big herd here. So if we get rid of a couple, it's not that big of a deal. Now it stinks because these are all things that we have retained, all pigs we have retained because we like them a lot. And they are good breeding sows. So it's going to be a tough decision. But just wanted to keep you guys informed. Hey, Peggy, you enjoying this new spot, huh? Oh, you got an itch back there? You got an itch? There it is. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember way back. If you've been following the channel for a long time, Peggy is from Millie. Millie was a great sow that we eventually got rid of because she wouldn't get bred anymore. And we had Peggy back, and I am glad we kept her. She's a great pig. So what a great spot. We're gonna come back a little bit later, check these pigs out during feed time, just see how they're doing and what they're doing. But let's go across the woods and check out this summer's piglets. They are still in this spot, and it is a big old spot, so it's not a big issue. But acorns are continuing to fall, and so they are just able to get whatever they need. How are y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? These are some of Connie's piglets. This little female right here is beautiful. Little curved ears. Here comes another one. How are you doing? Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing? This is a willow. I'm surprised I'm remembering some of these. But they are all doing fantastic still. Now the plan with these, a lot of these are going to freezers, and we're gonna be doing them ourselves. And that has always been a goal. Obviously we don't wanna raise 49 pigs all the way up to full size. And these small little, they call them suckling pigs. You can do them in whole roasters. We like to piece them up into the quarter them out, and also get the loins and everything off of them. But that will feed our family and some other families locally all through the winter. So once we get done with chickens, we'll start working on some of these littler pigs. And I know that's a hard thing for some people, but that's what they're here for, to feed us. And they are delicious. But these guys have been doing awesome clearing this job up. We won't do all of them, but we'll probably do 12 to 15 of them. And that will get us great food, get other people great food, and also get them off the feed bill for the winter. So let's head down to our large meat pen down here in the back of the woods. All right, here's the new pen, and we've got them in. We've talked about it a lot, and I definitely enjoy this spot. So a lot of people have asked, why do we keep feeding these pigs? Because we talked in the last video that they're getting a lot of food and they're not like rushing towards their bowls at feed time because they've been out here eating all day. Well, some of the reason, hey, you got a good scratching post there too, huh? I guess we need to keep some of these stumps in here. Yeah, getting that good spot there. But the reason we keep feeding them is because there's other minerals and things in their feed that are important for their health and wellness. So we'll always give them grain as well. They're just not eating as much of it, and that is totally fine. So that is why we continue to feed them, even though they're out here getting a lot of things that they need and are getting full on acorns and everything else. So they are doing great. They've probably been in here about a week and a half now, laying down manure, rooting through these leaves. A bunch of these leaves are obviously gonna continue to fall and fill this area up. How are you doing, big fella? I've talked before about we have never processed a full-grown barrow on our farm because usually we sell them all, but this guy is a barrow, and he is getting thick through his shoulders. He is gonna produce some great meat. So excited. We've got quite a few barrows actually out here growing out, and for next spring when we start markets again, that will be awesome. We're actually just about finished with markets, setting up at markets every week, but we continue to sell throughout the winter until we are out of product. But I am excited. It's been a long time. It has been a long time getting our herds to where we want. We've traveled all over the country, picking up different boars, different sows. We've been to Utah, we've been to Georgia, we've been to the Carolinas, we've been to Texas, been all over the country, and it's taken a long time. You get them as 8-week-old piglets. They don't breed until 16 months to 2 years. Then those piglets take time to grow out. And so it has been quite a journey, a fun journey, by the way, finding these pigs, growing these pigs out, and getting our herd to where we want. With these pigs, it takes about 2 years usually to get full grown, and it is awesome. We've got a decent sized meat herd now. We've got smaller pigs that we can use. And a lot of hard work has really paid off, and we are excited for that. So we're gonna come out at feed time. It's just about lunchtime now. A couple hours we'll come out and check out these sows here in this paddock. What are you doing, Joyce? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, Claire, how are you doing? We got some good pigs, so, but we'll come back. Hey, Connie, we'll come back at feed time, feed these girls, check out the areas, and tell you another reason why we've got them in this spot. And it makes our life a little bit easier. I bet you Joyce is in heat. She keeps following me around. All right, as you can see, it is feed time here, and this is the best part of getting these pigs moved over here, because now we've got one stop for the waters. We can use this hose to get both the waters filled up. Isaiah's working on that right now. These pigs probably just need it topped off. We got their waters over here, and once we get more feed, we can get the mamas fed. So still the same amount of pigs to feed, but it feels like one less stop anyway, since we're already here. So let's get these all fed. All right, so there that is. Perfect. I love it. We do have an extra bowl. I don't know why I've kept an extra bowl in here, but I have. I've got an extra bowl over with the wood pigs as well, just so there's extra if they need it. But here are the mamas enjoying this space. It is, I've said it a million times, it is a beautiful spot for these pigs, and every year these spots just keep getting nicer and nicer, and some of that's us doing some work, and a lot of it is the pigs doing the work. So glad to have it, glad to be able to get them moved all around the farm, and it won't be long. I know it's hard for me to even think about it right now, but we'll be doing mamas in with boars for spring litters. But for now, we are gonna enjoy the time that we don't have more litters coming, but enjoy the piglets that we do have. So anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all coming along with us for this move today. Hope you're having a great weekend. Don't forget to make the change, and we'll see you on the next video. Hey, Betty.